Hi, welcome to Rate My Gadget, and I'll be showing you how to resolve the whirring noise that you might be getting from your Xbox One. So first things first, the Xbox One, which is obviously a predecessor to the Xbox Series X and the Series S, is an amazing bit of kit, but it is quite old now. So what you'll be hearing, and if I turn mine on, starts up, you may be able to hear, if I go quiet, that whirring noise. So it's either one of two things. So it's either the fan, and the fan is trying to cool down the components within the Xbox itself. So it's trying to cool down the processor and the motherboard to keep it kind of regulated temperature wise, or it's the hard drive. Now, in some cases it can be the disk drive as well, but you'll soon know if there are any disks in there, take them out. And then if the sound goes away, then you know that it was the disk itself that was making some noise. So what you'll find is it's 9 times out of 10 it will be the fan. Okay, and I will show you 3 main ways of resolving it, and I'll go through them easiest to most difficult. So the first one is that in most cases you may well have the Xbox in this orientation, which is flat. Try, however, when it's turned on, you can actually stand it on its end. Okay, and what that might do, if you're lucky, is that when you are putting it on its end like this, you're actually finding that you might be taking a little bit of pressure away from the fan and the noise does disappear. Now, the other thing as well, the more demanding the games you're playing, the more likely you are to hear the noise. Okay, and that brings me on to the second potential resolution. So if you found that in changing your orientation that hasn't helped, then you can go into the settings itself and make sure it's in the latest update. So it's got the latest firmware basically. But let me show you how you upgrade it. You want to make sure that your Xbox is at the latest update, then you need to go to settings, go to system, and then you'll find that there's something called updates here. So you can see your latest console update status, but the one you want to check is this: is my console up to date, and keep my apps and games up to date. Tick both those on. If they're not on, click it, and then it may force you to do a latest update, and that may help. If not, let's try and see if we can clean out the fan. And then if that hasn't worked and it's still showing some noise, what you can do is you can get some compressed gas and you can actually blow it in here, because what you're trying to do is the fan itself, which is the thing that's most likely making a noise. If there's any grit or dirt in there, then it's going to be making potentially those whirring noises. Now, this is the trick, that you need to turn it off. To do that, buy the compressed air. I'll show you how to do all of this. However, if you're just going to blow it in here, it's going to potentially just spin the fan when the Xbox is off. What you want to be doing is you want to stop the fan. So you want to put something inside here, something that will just make sure that the fans don't spin when you're blowing the compressed air. And that's more likely, because you're holding the fan in place when you're blowing the compressed air, to blow any dirt out. And this is a real key point around this. There's a lot of suggestions out there that you just blow compressed air in. If it's trying to get dirt out of the fan, all you're potentially going to be doing is just spinning the fan. So you want to be able to hold the fan still without taking all the casing off to be able to fix the issue. Let me show you how you do that. What you'll notice is on the top of the Xbox itself, you can see it there. That circle there is where the fan is. Okay, and what I'm going to use is a simple pump. Now you can get a can of compressed air. Personally, I prefer this kind of arrangement. And I've also just got a really simple little wire. And this is because, and I'll show you now, if I just put this here, what I'm going to do is you want to put the wire into one of the holes. Don't force it in too much. And what you're going to try and do is find where there's a gap. There you go, like that. Okay, and what that's doing is the fan that's inside here, it's trying to make sure it stops from turning. And what you're doing is just putting the hose into the thing and just blow. Just try and blow. Now what you can do is you can look down and actually sometimes you can see where there might be a bit of dust or dirt. And all you're trying to do is, especially if you work from the inside out, just put it into little holes. You're just trying to blow as much of that dirt out as you possibly can. Okay, and you're doing this unfortunately a bit blind, but I'll show you something after this if this doesn't work. So once you've done this, take the wire out, obviously, turn it back on, see if it is giving you the same noise. If it is, then this is, although I said 3, this is the 4th way of potentially resolving the issue. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how to remove the basically to remove the white top casing off of the Xbox. Now the reason I'm doing this, showing you close up, is because first things first, you need to remove this black tray at the bottom, and in order to do that, go and get a flat fillet head screwdriver, turn it upside down like this, there you go. So you start on that corner there, click it round, and then you want to start working your way around here. Start clicking it up like so. Okay, here we go. There we go. Just be careful around the USB bit here. There you go. So you're just making sure that you're not catching USB bit. Go up there. Okay. There you go. There you go. Right. So you're nearly there. And then this back bit here, you just want to make sure it's a bit fiddly and you've got like a tang in here. And eventually, so you're pushing, so what you're doing is, see that little tab there? You're pushing that in through that Xbox logo while you're lifting up. Okay, and there you are at the bottom. So already you can see there's a lot of dust and dirt in here which will kind of accumulate over the years. All you're now trying to do is just take this case all off, and in order to do that, there are some little green screws here that are holding the case in place. Okay, so we'll take all those screws out now. So you'll need a T10 Torx screwdriver. I'll put the links at the bottom. So all you're doing is the ones that have got like a green colour to them, these ones here, these ones, there's 6 of them in total, 3 down at the bottom here, 2 at the top there, and 1 at the bottom there. They're the only ones that you're taking out, because all these are doing are just going through the Xbox and holding the case together. Okay, doesn't matter which order you undo them in. And all you're doing is you're taking the case apart, the plastic case away. So you're not undoing any electrical cables or anything like that, because you want to see what the fan is looking like. And to be honest, this is the perfect way of stopping that buzzing noise, because you should see that the fan, you should be able to see the fan, and therefore you'll be able to give it a clean. Okay, obviously while doing all of this, have it all unplugged, don't have it turned on, all that kind of stuff. There you go. There you go. So you've got your 6 green there, and if I just stand it on its end there, so what you're doing is you're pulling the side bits away, okay, and then the whole thing comes up, okay, like that. And what you'll find is, see how I haven't even shown you the inside yet. Here's the case, and here is the fan itself. So you can see the fan is absolutely filthy, and you've got all of this around the edge as well, which is disgusting. So what you want to do is you want to get a Hoover, and you want to try and clear all that out. I'm going to just use my little Dyson to try and do that. So I'll turn it up here so you can see what I'm doing, and all I'm going to do, much better. And if you want, you can even give it a blow, because what that will do is all the dust will come out the side. Look at all this down the side, absolutely disgusting. All this dust and dirt, what it's really doing is it's getting into all the little components, and especially for the fan, it will be getting into that and it will make a squeaky noise. This is probably where your problem lies, okay? So you can, look, here we go. This metal bottom here, you can take off as well. Now do be mindful when you get to this stage, that's your hard drive. Here's all your like CPU and power pack and everything. This is your fan here. Okay, so you can see straight away you can get to the fan, start cleaning it. So have a look there. I can then blow air into all of this to get, basically, if you've got compressed air, you can use that. A little pump like this will be perfect. So you can see that is absolutely 100 times better. And even now, as I turn that, there's no, it's not catching. So that's worked. And then when you're ready, put it all back together, and I can pretty much tell you that once you put it back together, then the fan will stop squeaking and you'll have a nice quiet Xbox. I hope that's helped. Please do like, please subscribe. To put it back together is just the opposite of what I showed you to removal, and thanks for watching.